What is up, everybody? We are back at the American Automobile Experience, and we're going to show you the other side of the automobile experience because we only did the other side of the thing last time, and now we're going to show you the other side. So, guys, we just made into the building, and this is our first car that we saw. It's a 1974 Pontiac Trans Am. And this is very special because it's the 455 Super Duty, and only 212 were only made with the 455 Super Duty. And this thing could go 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. Sorry. And my uncle used to have this, but it was a Firebird, and it was not with the 455, sadly. And that's kind of it for this car. And let's go move on to the next one. So this is our next car. It is a 1967 GTO Ram Air convertible. And this was one of 56 GTO Ram Air convertibles made in 67. Only 10 are known today because all 1967 R/A GTOs made had a 433 HD rear end and either had 3-speed auto or 4-speed manual. And this is very special because I've never seen one like this. And that means that WD detailing people can probably find this in a barn, if you know what I'm talking about. That's it. We're going to go on to our next car. So this is a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS. And the new styles of these cars included a revised grille, speed tracks above the wheel, arches, and reshaped tail. The changes led to kind of like a lower look to the Rally Sport. And the option for the Rally Sport had headlights. The Rally Sport had an option to concealed headlights and a black grille on the Rally Sport. And I really like this Camaro because I'm really into RSs, and my dad, actually, my filmer, has 88 IROC-Z in our barn, kind of like barn facility, whatever you want to call it. But that's kind of it for this car, and let's move on to the other car. This is a 1970s Chevelle SS 454, and this is super special because this is only one of 3. And look at this. Come over here. Big straight pipes. Just straight pipes on here. And the base horsepower for this was 400. That's pretty sick. I really like this car. And if you guys know what this thing is worth, remember, 1 to 3, if you guys know what this thing is worth, please leave your answers in the comments. I would love to know more about this car. And as you guys know, it's a SS 454. Only 1 of 3. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't make more of this. And now we're going to go on to the next car. This car is super sick, but hopefully the next car is way better. This is a 1968 Dodge Charger RT with a 440 cubic inch V8. This is the 4-speed transmission, and this reminds me a lot of Dukes of Hazzard. You guys have seen that, except theirs is orange in 01. And I really love this car. It doesn't get better than this. And it has a 4-speed transmission. I think it's an automatic. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's an automatic. I don't really know. But I really like this car, and hopefully that this thing could rip and do donuts just like Dukes of Hazzard. And now we're going to move on to the next car. This It's a 1972 Pontiac Le Mans convertible. Right here, Ram Air, of course. And this is only less than 10. Only less than 10 are made or known today. And this guy has so much cars here. He also owns this car, the 1979 Pontiac Trans Am, and this is the 10th anniversary. And I'm pretty sure that this is 6.6 liter V8 with the T-tops. And I'm gonna ask a question: do you guys like T-tops on these muscle cars, or do you just feel like that you should just leave it and not have T-tops? Because I personally do not like T-tops, but this convertible Ram Air is super sweet. And now we're gonna go find another car to hopefully top this. I don't know what's better than this car. And this is a 1971 Pontiac GTO Judge pilot car. I have no clue what pilot car means, but if you guys know what this means, could you guys please leave your answers in the comments? And apparently, this isn't like the actual GTO. This is the prototype before they actually made the GTO Judge, which I think is very cool. Because how would you even get a hold of this car? And what is this car worth? Because my estimate, probably about a couple $100,000 just for this car. And this is the prototype. This isn't even like before they released the Judge, before they did anything with this. This was only the prototype. And let's get into the next car. So this is a 1923 Ford Model T. And this was the first mass-produced car that Ford has ever made. And if you guys didn't know, Ford was founded in 1903 by Henry Ford, and this is super sweet. And it came with a 4-cylinder that you had to crank, and sometimes the cranker, I don't know what it's called, cranker will sometimes like get stuck, and if you're cranking fast enough, it'll break your wrist. And if you come over here, this is called the emergency brake. So you will have to press super hard like that, and then you have to pull back and then let it go like that. And that's basically as much as this car that I know. And that's kind of it for our car experience. So let's go. That's it. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.